girls, this isn't a new project that I'm starting. It's actually a project that I started a while ago and shelved it, but Tatty Treasures is on their 3rd week of dust it off. So get it out and dust it off. So I'm getting it out and dusting it off. Now this is a little tag book that I made. I have a video on how I made it, so I'll leave the link below so you can go back and have a catch up on it if you want to. But the reason why I got this out, Denise from Junk Journals UK has a video out at the moment, and she's making a tag book. Well, her tag book is different to this one, so I really liked it as well, but that gave me the inspiration when I was watching her video to get this one out and finish it. So I've hunted around this morning for things that I think might go in there, and for the front of my journal, my tag book, when I make it, what I might do, because this will be the front, and if you look at the video where I do the tutorial, you'll see that you put on a little cardboard cover, and I thought of doing the cardboard cover, and then I printed this image and I printed it onto it's a very fine linen actually, and it frays very easily. But first of all, what I did, I printed a background onto the material. On my document on the computer, I imported this background image, and I think it might be an Artie Mays image, but I can't remember the background. But if I can remember, I'll leave a link below. So on my document, I imported this background paper, and then I imported the image onto the background paper, and that's what you come up with. And then what I did is I stitched it onto a piece of card. I'm just finishing it off now. I was going to tie the ends off, and this was going to be my book front, my tag book front. But after looking at Denise's video, what I think, and this is the way that I show you how to do the tag book in the tutorial, but after watching Denise's video, I decided that instead of having it that way, I'm going to turn it over. I'm going to fold this page over here, and what I come up with now is, this is the front, there's my middle. Now in the middle I want to do a little signature, not very many papers, but that'll still give me my 2 pockets here. So I want to do some pages there, 1 signature, but what I also want to do is put another folder or something round here, but I haven't made up my mind what yet. So I'm going to put that down for a minute there, and I'm just going to finish off my image here. As you know, I like to fray the sides, so this is going to determine what my cover looks like. I don't think it's going to be a hard backed cover like I did on the other tag book. I think it might be I actually used grey board and it really was a sturdy hard cover, but this time round I might use just an old cereal box or something and do a fold over cover, but we'll see. Right, that's my last one. Hopefully I can pull off there because it's beginning to show the card underneath, which I don't want to do. So let's start at this end and pull it off there. I used to keep these bits here, and if I had a bird card or something, I'd keep those for the nest or put them behind on something. So I might keep those there and come up with something today, but I'm not sure yet because I'm still pulling off. Right, these are the ends which I had from when I stitched the card onto the fabric, but I'm not one for leaving dangly ends. I'd rather tie my ends off, and I'm old school. It depends on what I'm stitching, but usually I will do a back stitch and that will secure it, and I just cut the cotton off. But as I say, it depends what I'm making or what I'm doing, how I finish off. Well, today I'm old school and I just want to tie them together. That's it. Right, pulled it through there. Let me move this out of my way, and I'm just going to tie a knot. So I should have 4 bits here, which I have. Very time consuming and fiddly, but I don't mind fiddly. If it's little fiddly things, then so be it. And I'm old school that it's left over right, right over left, so the knot's really secure. And I leave just a tiny bit to finish off there. So when I come to glue that down, I'll glue the little bit in with it so it really won't come undone. But as I say, I'm still pulling off threads here because I want it really raggedy as well. The raggedy the better. Now you can't really see the stitches very well where I stitched. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to come in with my distress ink here, and I'm not going to define it too much, just enough so that, and it's not going to define it, so I might not. I always test a little space first. No, it definitely isn't defining the stitches, but it does look nice, so I'm probably going to go around and do some more. Yes, I like that. So very grungy. Only delicate I'm doing it. I'm not using very much pressure at all. More on the corners because they apparently get the most use from old books. So, oh, that looks nice as well. There. Oh, I didn't pull anything from here, did I? Right, let's go ahead and pull some from here as well. That's enough, that's plenty. Ooh, one more because it's already been pulled. There you go. Oh, I can see in certain places the stitches and not in others, but there you go. Very nice. Very, very nice. I do like that. So, happy with that. No more. She says, and she's still carrying on. Well, I hadn't done this bit here, so I better finish that. Bit of fluff on my sponge there, so there you go. I do like that now, so I'm leaving that for the inking, but not for the, I want a tiny bit of gesso on there. These are other images that I've printed onto, and I'm going to use those inside the tag book, probably on the other tags as well, but these are other images I found that tend to go with it as well, and this little, but let me just pick up my gesso first. There we go. If I move these things here, because I don't want gesso. Oh, this I'm hoping to go on the front of her there. Maybe there. But as I said, I was rooting through this morning to find things to put on there, and I didn't come across it. It's sitting, I have one of those twirly carousel things from Tim Holtz, and it has the little clips all on the side, so I have these danglies hanging there because I do make them and then leave them there, but I'm probably going to put this dangly on here because I think the colours go really well with it. So, but we'll see. That's there ready. But now my gesso, my huge tub of gesso here. I buy a huge tub because I use a lot. I'm going to get my newest toy out and just put some on there like that. And I love using this. Right, now I'm going to put some on my fingers, and I'm going to come across and just delicately put where I think. Now, finger gesso is quite, now look what's happening. The gesso's going across the stitches. Ooh, oh, sorry girls. How pretty is that? I like that. So I'm going across now. And you get the feel of how much you want on there and how much you don't want on there. I've been doing this for a long time, so I do know now. That's too much, even I know that. So it's not the end of the world. It's not very nice, but I should have had a baby wipe ready just in case. I'm going to take the gesso off my fingers and then just come in with the baby wipe. Now that's smudged it there, and it hasn't given the sort of image I want, but I'm going to leave it for a minute, come back in and do some more here. There you go. There you go. And the stitching, I've done a mixture around the edge of zigzag and just plain. The plain doesn't show up as much, but the zigzag shows up quite nicely. There we go. Just a little bit more. I put some on her collar there, yes. There. And as I say, you get a feel for the gesso of where you want it, how you want it. Right. Now I've been all around, I've decided just a little bit more to highlight everything. There. I'm going to highlight some down here. And it really is quite a delicate touch. You have enough gesso on there with that. There you go. Now, can you see I didn't worry about that to begin with when I cleaned it off, but I've come in and repaired it now. So it's not a huge blob and in your face. And take your time. I don't try to do it all in one hit. I just go around and assess what I've done. There you go. I'm happy with that now. I probably want a little bit more there. That's it. Now I might want some up here as well. But again, this is where you have to stop somewhere, so I'm stopping there now. I'm very, very happy with her. I say I don't want any on her, but guess what I'm like? I might just finish off what's on the brush there. There you go. I've got a nice blob there. There you go. Can't help myself, can I? Well, if I've shabby chic her hat, I've got to go in and shabby chic the rest of her. Definitely not getting any more gesso on though. I have enough on there still already. There you go. And just a tiny bit around here, so I'm going to take the last of the gesso, which I can, there, and come round here. And do that. There you go. So, there you go. Now that's going to be for the front when I've decided how I want the front to be, but I thought the colours went really well with the one that I already did as a tutorial, so that's going to be there. I'm going to leave that to dry, clean off the gesso and my fingers, and I'll be back to show you some more. While the gesso was out, before I really cleaned it off, I have I wanted to bring some gesso into the background here, and I have a selection of background stamps here that I do like using, so I thought I'd come in and just randomly put some gesso stamping onto the sides of my paper here. No rhyme nor reason, just there. Now I have baby wipe at the side of me ready to pick up ready so I can put my stamp down, and then there you go. Do like that. So just a random selection here of, oh, haven't put any that side, have I? Right. So there we go. Let me put some underneath here and put some there. And the same with this here. Don't know whether. There you go. And again, I have my baby white, so I'm just going to put the stamp flat down because I don't know when I'm going to get to wash them. again, coming in with another stamp to just do the background here, like that. There you go. There you go. That makes for a very pretty background now. And I'm going to leave that where I am. I might come back just with the script stamp here and just put some, there you go, some script stamp there. Not, as I say, you won't really see anything very much, but there you go. Right, that's enough for the time being now. I'm going to let that dry, tidy up again. I'm not sure whether I'm going to do any in the back or not. I'll leave that to dry and then decide whether I will or not. So that's the next stage of this, and that marries up really nicely with the girl image there now. All change. I've decided to make a little journal. Lots of pages in this, but I've already 2 signatures I'm going to have, and I've already said that's going to be the front of the journal, and I've done the 2 lots of signatures there with my coffee dyed paper and some plain paper. So I've got 1 coffee dyed, 1 plain, and it goes through like that for both signatures. Now this tag book, it's all changed here now as well. I was going to put one of the signatures into the middle here and make this as a little journal, but now what I've decided to do, I've decided to come and cut down the centre here, right down the centre like that. So I've got 2 pieces now. And each piece is going to be the cover, the front cover of my signature. So that's there, and this one's going to be here. Now that's going to be like that. So the front and back are the same, and then the ends are the same. And then these 2 signatures I'm going to stitch in here. I've already worked out the cover and the spine here. I won't give you the measurements because it's just all the top of my head, and I just found this bit of craft card, found them when I got the middle. I just did a score line either side for the thickness that I wanted the 2 signatures to be. So that signature is, that spine there is perfect for this. So I still have to cut down some of these pages because they're sticking out and they're too large for it, but I'm probably going to put lace. I don't think I'm going to cover much of the craft card because I like the craft card, so that's probably going to not change very much, but I'm not sure when I do the signatures, because I'll stitch them in, I'm not sure whether I'll cover them or not, but that'll be a decision further down the line. But anyway, that's what I wanted to say. My tag book has been chopped up now and made into a journal. So I'm going to carry on now. What I'm probably going to do now is rip or cut down these pages here, work out to get the same, because there's more in this one than this one. So I'm going to work out and give them the same in each signature, and then I'm going to stitch it together. And this is the boring part, so you really don't want me to see me doing all the boring part. So I'll leave you with that, and I'll come back when I've got more to show you of what I've done. Back to show you, I've finished the two signatures inside now. I've cut down these plain pages here. I've evened out the signatures, which I wanted to do. Oh, I've started. I can't help it. I found this flower and the colours went perfectly, so I already stuck that down. But I have this, which I might put in the middle, but I'm not sure yet. So I've left it there. I need to cut it down, whatever I do with it, if I put it in here. But there's my two lots of signatures ready for my, there you go, journal. Now I've already put a hole here, and this is for my eyelet to go in, and then I've already cut some elastic, because of what I want to do, I want to make this as a fold over one there. So I shall put the eyelet in there, put that in there, and this will be a fold over closure there. Right, that's that there. The journal already sorted out and in there, but I haven't put the eyelet in yet because I've decided I'm going to cover the front and the inside of the craft card, and I'm going to collage these papers here. Now I got these papers from can't remember off the top of my head, but I'll put a link down below, and I bought them a couple of weeks ago and didn't print any off, but now I know what I want to use them for. Instead of printing one sheet to a page, I've printed four. These are 4 different pages here, and you can have them full page thing, but I decided to print 4 to a sheet, so I can collage with them. And there's another 4 there. They are so pretty. Now this one I want to show you in a minute, so I'll keep that one there, and that's there. They are some beautiful pages, absolutely. There. Now this is a different company where I bought these. Oh, I think these ones are My Porch Prints, but I can't remember either really off the. But again, I'll put another link down below for these as well. They're gorgeous, so I thought I might incorporate these into the journal, but again, we'll see. Now I kept this here, these 2 here, because I wanted to show you. I don't think you're going to see much difference, but I see the difference. This one I printed on draft, the images, and this one I printed on, it wasn't best, it was better. I have 3, draft, best and better. So I printed it on best, but I always find that this image isn't as neat and crisp as I like them. As I said, it depends what I'm going to do with whatever I've printed. So with this one, it's definitely better in draft here. And I use all different material to print onto, but this is the one I printed onto for all of these I'm going to show you. So this is how it looks. It's very fine weave. It's not thread count is very loose, whereas usually like this one here, it's a real cotton and the thread count are very tightly woven, but this is very loose, and I like what it gives me when I print. So that's what I've printed onto. Now, as you can see here, I printed the papers out, but I also used these papers as a background. Now you can see the difference as well. This, because it's onto fabric, it's not as sharp as what... And this is draft as well that I've printed. I didn't print this first. I actually opened up my document, as I told you previous, and then I imported this paper image onto the document, and then I imported an image on top of that, and then I printed it off. Now this one here, I'm going to use that, but I also printed that background as well on this fabric here, and I wanted that for the front of my journal here. As I said, this is going to be my journal, but I printed it too big, so I'm going to have to go and print it again, because I'm going to lose the William Morris on the end there. So on the front of my journal, this is what I want to have. I want to have this one here. So I'll have to go back in and do this again, but it doesn't matter, because I'll have this one. I'll fray it all and it'll go somewhere inside, and it won't be all of it, but it doesn't matter, it'll still be most of it. And again, I was going to put her on the front, but I'm going to put this one on the front instead, because I really like that one. So I'm going to leave you to it now, and because I'm off today, it's Tuesday and it's the quilling group today, so I'm off with the girls today, and they'll be doing their quilling, as I said, but I'm going to be carrying on with my journal here. I'll come back with the second part of the video and show you what I've done and how I've progressed. I'm hoping to complete it all, but as I say, I'm going to have no, take that off. This image on the front, when I downsize it again now and print it off again, this image on the front there, I'm going to have a tie over with the elastic there, but it's anybody's guess what I'm going to put on the cover. Even I don't know yet. So I'm going to leave that now, girls, and I'll come back with the second part of the video to show you how far I've gone, and hopefully I'll have completed it. Okay, ladies, that's bye from me, and I'll see you in the next video.